you know it, it's April Financial Literacy Month, and the Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago wants you to be smart with your money. That's why they're giving you the Be Smart with Money series. And this morning, we're going to introduce you to it. Take a look.
The Central Bank has recently completed the third of its financial literacy surveys. Our information is that a significant proportion of the population has low financial capability, makes avoidable financial mistakes, and does not plan adequately for retirement. The governor has declared April Financial Literacy Month.
We are celebrating Financial Literacy Month. So let's work together for better Trinidad and Tobago. Let's understand money, understand financial literacy for our future, for the future of our children, for the future of our beautiful Trinidad and Tobago.
The NFLP has a wealth of information that we are confident you will find useful and practical. Take advantage of it.
All my friends and I are now playing the Money Roll games. I've learned so much about money, its features, as well as saving and budgeting, and so much more.
I have big goals that I want to achieve.
I, for one, have been learning more about securing my finances for my golden years. It's never too late to start. Start today.
A better financial future? No, that is something to run towards. Be smart, save smart, live smart.
Although music is my passion, one of the keynotes to success is being financially literate.
With the NFLP, this information is easily accessible.
And hearing that there's easy access to information on financial literacy is music to my ears.
And this morning, to explore the conversation a little more, we are joined by the Financial Services Ombudsman of Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Dominic Stoddard. Mr. Stoddard, good morning and welcome to the Now Morning Show.
Hi, good morning. Thank you very much. Good morning to viewers.
Well, let me say thank you for taking the time to have this conversation, because it also gives us an opportunity, before we talk about the event that is, to get an idea of what exactly the Financial Services Ombudsman of Trinidad and Tobago does. Could you please explain?
Okay, I'll be happy to. First of all, there's a government ombudsman. Should you have an issue with a government agency or government officer that you would normally go to have your issues resolved. The Financial Services Ombudsman, however, deals with individuals that have an issue with their financial service provider. And by financial service provider, I mean your commercial banks, your non-bank financial institutions, that's the mortgage finance company, finance houses and merchant banks and the like, and your insurance companies. So those are the institutions that come under the regulatory ambit of the central bank. Anytime you have an issue with any of those institutions that you're unable to have resolved within the institution, you have recourse to come to the Financial Services Ombudsman.
So we appreciate that distinction, because I'm sure that there is someone out there ready to come to you with other types of issues, but it's specifically in the realm of finances, yes?
That's correct.
Got it. Now, in your capacity, you are lending your expertise, if you will, to the National Financial Literacy Program's upcoming two-day event. It's happening on Monday and Tuesday next week, where we want to be smart with our money. What does that entail? And perhaps based on the study that you mentioned at the beginning of that visual, we can understand what drove the need for this actual conference or exhibition. Tell me a little bit more. How did it begin?
Okay, countries the world over, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, the US, the UK, they've recognized the importance of financial education. Having a financially literate population does three things, brings three benefits to our country. Number one, it helps individuals and businesses avoid the pitfalls and pain points associated with low financial literacy. That is making poor financial decisions that are in fact avoidable. At the second level, a financially literate population, actually financial literacy is correlated with the growth of the gross domestic product of a country. So there are economic benefits to be derived from it. And thirdly, a more financially literate population tends to make more responsible decisions with respect to borrowing and credit. They also save more, creating a expanded pool of funds to go towards business and other long-term types of investment. So it's beneficial all around. And we did a survey sometime back in 2013 that shocked us into recognizing that 44% of our population had low financial capability. We therefore felt that apart from the work that we'll be doing throughout the year, we will dedicate 1 month in which we focusing sharply on financial literacy issues and try to create awareness among the population about how important it is to be financially literate.
Sounds great, Mr. Stoddard. Tell me, though, in terms of the shape of the event, it's 2 days, and I understand it's a hybrid event so that you have persons in-house and online all for free, right?
Yes, we'll have an audience within the Central Bank's auditorium, but we'll also be streaming the event live, and you could check any of our social platform on our website to tune into it. It'll be streamed on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. So you just look for National Financial Literacy Program, and you will be informed of how exactly to make that connection.
Perfect. Now, the visuals on the screen right now give us a snapshot of what the 2-day experience will entail, some of the speakers and some of the conversations they'll be having. You will actually be part of the presentations on the very first day, the 29th, and we see other entities being representative, like the Bankers Association of Trinidad and Tobago, as well as some investment guidance and a few others financial services experts. Any names you want to drop to get Trinidad and Tobago on board with this incredible series?
Yes, we'll have representation from a number of regulatory and umbrella agencies. So, for example, we'll start off with one of our financial literacy facilitators. These are experts, these are individuals who understand the language of finance and can really break it down and make it digestible to the man in the street. Any ordinary person can access the information being distilled, and there's no need to feel daunted or intimidated. It will be in digestible couplets. The second thing is we thought that we needed to have someone from the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, because they deal with securities such as mutual funds and bonds and other types of investment. So we'll be hearing from them. A lot of our citizens are skeptical about stock market investing because over time you hear all kinds of unfounded rumors. We have someone from the stock exchange coming to dispel those rumors and those unfounded fears and help us to understand that even ordinary citizens of ordinary means can also access the stock exchange. We also have an expert that will help us to understand managing debt, Ms. Sanchez, excellent individual. You're looking forward to her presentation. So we have a nice mix of regulators and we have the Bankers Association to help us navigate the banking space, which is becoming progressively more digitalized. So a lot of our financial transactions or financial services that we access are coming through digital platforms. And what they'll be doing is helping us to understand how to navigate that space. We're also using our cybersecurity expert from in-house to help us really avoid some of the common mistakes that people make that help to compromise their identity and make their accounts unsafe. So the package as a whole will help you to better be able to function in this progressively and rapidly modernizing financial environment.
Mr. Stoddard, this sounds really essential. It's something that everybody can use, and I understand that it is 100% free, so that getting on board is easy as clicking onto your social media and making some time from 9 to 1 p.m. on both days. Yes, Monday and Tuesday.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That is correct. And I just wanted to add to, it's not just the events of next week that will be free. The services provided by the National Financial Literacy Program, the program established by the Central Bank, it has been operating for over 15 years now, and all the services we provide are free. So I want to take this opportunity to invite the viewing public to go onto their websites, look on your smartphone, on whatever, and get onto one of our platforms and learn how you can request a session and see some of the resources and the kinds of information that we are able to provide to the public free of charge. And it's a similar situation with the Office of the Financial Services Ombudsman. You have a problem with your financial institution. You've given them an opportunity to resolve the issue. You're still not satisfied. You can approach the Office of the Financial Services Ombudsman, and the services are also free.
Mr. Stoddard, I thank you so much for your time, your expertise, and I look forward to joining you at the Central Bank Auditorium for the 2-day series that will help us to be smart with our money. We will connect with you guys online to join on as the regular public, and otherwise, we'll be checking out the offices of the Financial Services Ombudsman of Trinidad and Tobago for those free services as well. So thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You're very welcome, and thank you for having me. Have a great day.
You too. Mr. Dominic Stoddard, the Financial Services Ombudsman, making that clear distinction and, of course, giving us some insight onto how we can be smart with our money on the 29th and 30th of April at the Central Bank and through their social media platforms with that free series on financial literacy. I am so excited about it, to be